I'm Paul and I live on a narrowboat. In this episode, I'll be doing my first solo cruise all the way to Banbury, going through my first lock. I make new friends. I was more of a Beatles fan.
I was more of an extractor.
I experience freezing weather, which is terrible when your stove breaks.
Ice on the inside, beautiful. Good morning.
Smoke.
So this is my first cruise on my own. I've just cruised the boat down from Cropredy to this first lock on my way to Banbury.
Welcome back to Narrowboat Tribe.
You a little bit horny this morning? My new back garden.
I stayed at Cropredy for 2 weeks. It was brilliant actually.
Still have a community. I know people all over the country. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we still are.
I've just met this gentleman. This is Colin.
Hello. Oh, hello.
And he was just going up and down a river in
1890.
1890, and I kind of stupidly bought 100 kilos of stuff to burn.
Got to keep warm. It's winter, isn't it?
But it's like maybe a 10-minute walk. This is my new best mate. Yeah.
Coming round, stirring up around here.
No.
Don't give them any technology,
No,
right? Because
no.
they'll abuse it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give them. Don't give them just.
Oh, you mean that's what the aliens are thinking? Don't give them technology because they'll be a nightmare.
Abuse it.
They'll be a nightmare.
They'll become worse warmongers than they already are.
Ah.
Yeah? Because
Is that-
can't involve in a harmonious way of the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Because they're so, I don't know, frustrated with themselves.
Most part.
Yeah, what's it all about? Yeah. I'm not surprised the aliens have dismissed us to the outer parts of the galaxy, really. And every now and again have a freak show. Let's go and watch the monkeys. Anyway, other than the primates
I
of the galaxy.
thought you meant the band. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Yeah.
I was more of a Beatles fan.
I was more of a extractor.
I was more of an extractor fan.
Oh yeah, what was it on about?
Neutral.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's so cold this morning that there's ice on the inside of my windows. I think ice, frosty. That's how cold it is in my boat. Before I put my fire on, I've really got to get the fire on and leave it on overnight because I was out all day yesterday. I just didn't put it on when I got in. But yeah, freezing.
having my morning coffee and looking out the window of my kitchen, and got a few mates hanging about in the cold. Deep frost last night. Ice on that inside of my window. It's good, isn't it? Just to show you how nice and warm these boats are. This is ice on the inside of my window. Frozen boat. There's a frost out there. So it's icy cold in here, but all my windows are open, back doors, everything, because my stove is leaking smoke. The seal's gone or something, but it's raging at the moment, so I've just got to leave it going. But my fire alarm was going off, and I was sitting here working all happily. And smoke is just coming out of the mushroom vents and everything. It's absolutely bitterly cold, so I've just got to hang around outside with all the doors open while I wait for the smoke to clear. It's good, isn't it? Pretty though. Morning, guys. Yeah? What do you reckon? Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty boy? This is Sexy Sadie, and this is Brucey Boy. That's Dick and Dom. So I decided to ask the swans what to do about my fire. They said, show me a picture. So I showed them this. And he said, well, obviously, just get yourself some fire cement and plug up the holes. So I've got this fire cement that I'm going to put around the edge. And this is why the smoke was coming out. Look at that. It's completely dislodged. So I've got a filling. This is the collar. Or I think this might be even two. I've got to put a band on the bottom, band on the middle, band on there, and fill that sort of bit there. So I've got to get all that shit off first and then fill it up. So I've totally cleaned it up with the wire brush, getting all that old stuff off. I've got a real good clean, put some tape on, and now it's ready to put the fire cement. So I've put the putty on, and it's gone on fairly well. You kind of have to do it a little bit at a time, but it looks like it's sealed well. You kind of want to keep touching it and trying to make it better, but hopefully that's all right. It's all sealed up. I'm just going to let it dry for a few hours before I light the fire. This is my kitchen. This is my hatch. Oh, this is my mate. Cropredy swan. Alright. Watch him bite me. It's funny, you've got this extremely slow form of transport on the canal. And going over it is the faster M40. It's nice that they plant so many trees around the edges of motorways. It's the only nice thing about them, isn't it? And also getting from A to B super quick, of course. This is the River Cherwell, which is very near to the South Oxford Canal. And there's a train, eh? Choo-choo. So here I am on my very first cruise. This is been through a few bridges, cruised the boat down from Cropredy to this first lock on my way to Banbury. I'm just filling this lock up. I'm going to open that gate, put these paddles down, get back on the boat, cruise it into here, leaving it in neutral at the far end. Then I am going to shut this gate, and then I'm going to slowly open those
let the water out, let my boat go down away from this sill, and then I'll hop off the boat. Well, I'll probably be off the boat already, but open the gates, sail through, close the gates. Whew, simple, eh? Let's see if I make it. So my boat's going down, staying up this end, because the flow of the water's helping it keep this way. Another boaty waiting. So just gotta let that go down. What? Why is there water coming out of here? On my first lock, all on my own. Feeling alright, I think. I'm gonna go to Banbury. I wasn't gonna go there because I wanted to turn around at Cropredy, but I was past the winding hole and I didn't want to reverse past all the moored boats on my own because I've never reversed before, or any sort of distance. Someone said he would give me a hand, my mate Ed, but I couldn't find him this morning, and I thought, I'll just go to Banbury then. So I'm going to Banbury. There's only 2 more locks to go down. They're going downhill. Just trying to take my time, but you know, I don't feel too bad actually. I thought I was going to be all nervous, but it's going all right. This is the second lock I've come to on my own, and it's already set, so the water's already in there, so I can just push this open. Oh, it's not quite set actually. Anyway, second lock. Now I just left my boat there like that, and I just opened that lock, and I'm gonna hop back on, cruise into the lock. Here we are, going down in a lock. Leaky locks, man. Solo boating, just sailing through a lock, man, on my own. Yeah. Just pulling my boat through. So I'm actually going to pull this all the way to Banbury. Oh, I'm only joking. So a little trick I learned was just to pull it through when you're on your own, and then you walk down and then sort of hop on in a moment. Let's see if I can do it. Looks like I can, don't it? I'll just hop on. Look at that. Just step on like that. Hello boat. And that's how you do a lock. That's how you do a lock. So this is a beautiful stretch of the canal. This is called the M40 motorway, and I think this is I've been under the M1 I think so far, but this is definitely the first motorway bridge I've been through on my own. So I'm doing well today. The sun keeps coming in and out. Kind of getting used to it. The only thing that's sort of bothering me is like mooring up somewhere, like finding a spot to moor, because I haven't done that on my own. But you know, I'm going to find somewhere, aren't I? I've passed a few spots already that I could have moored at if I wanted, but I'm going to moor up in Banbury. M40 bridge. And I think there's another lock around the corner, and that's the final lock before we get to sort of Banbury. So this is my third lock, just past the beautiful M40 bridge. I don't know where I am exactly. No, I do know where I am. I am at the weir. Okay. So I've got to empty some water out into there. Here I am moored up at Banbury, right next to a lovely industrial area that I've moored up all on my own because I'm a big boy now, and I'm right next to a big park, so I'm going to have a little walk around here in a bit. I think Banbury town centre is literally there, so I can have a walk and see what's going on.
Now I'm walking back to Cropredy to get my car. It should be about a 2-hour walk, 8 kilometres.
Grimsbury Woodland Nature Reserve. Some coals. Let's have a look through here. Have a look for some magic mushrooms. I mean for some wood. Oh, that's good burning wood. Look at that. I should have seen that the other day when I was going by. Bloody hell, as much pine as you want, eh? Bloody hell. Enough there to keep you going for a year. Whew. Oh, some fungi. Ooh, at the lock. Oh look, there's a nice little gate here. Ah, nice little gate. It must lead to a lovely little path. It must do. Why else would there be a gate? It's leading to this fence and fenced off here. Oh, so that gate leads you to this lovely bit of grass here. It's nice, isn't it? Got a nice view of a hill. Oh, I'm a naughty boy. I climbed over that fence. Now I've climbed up the hill. What will greet me? Giant reservoir of water? No, just some grey grass. Oh, that was disappointing. So this is a weir, which is by the lock, and you get these all the way along the canal. So the excess water drains off so that the canal level stays constant and doesn't overflow. It's good, isn't it? I live in such a pretty place. Everywhere I look, it's just lovely. Got blossom coming out. It's just farms in the distance. Blue skies, echoey bridges. Beautiful.
Oh look, it's Colin, and he was going to Cropredy, so I scavved the lift on his little boat.
You bought it for £7 grand. How long ago was that?
No, 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Discount. Hey Bobby. Can you do donuts in this? She rolls.
Yeah, she's got a small.
What, and sit on the front?
Yeah, you're welcome to come back here. Come back here.
As long as I'm not in your way, innit?
No, you're not in the way. I'm just worried about your safety, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Be alright. You're not hanging
I'm
off
a
the
good
girls.
swimmer anyway. So what did you say this boat is called, Colin?
Henry II.
Henry II?
Yeah.
And it's over 100 years old, right?
In 1890, it was a lifeboat on the back of a Dutch barge.
Bloody hell. And is it always been
Didn't
around
have a cabin on it.
Right.
It's slightly wider sloops than it is.
Okay.
Big lifeboat.
But yeah, you have tidied up in here. This looked a bit different the other week.
He's getting his boat safety certificate.
So you're off
Yeah,
every 4 years.
yeah.
Do you think you'll sail through?
No, right now, if I don't
Yeah, I'll be
get
playing
I'll at
slowly.
least get an advisory. And hopefully if there's anything, I'll be able to fix it there and then. But
Okay. What do you know about this mill then?
this mill
Yeah.
had a little cottage attached to the end of it,
Yeah.
which I believe was there before the canal.
Right.
And so was the mill on that side.
Yeah.
And then when they put the canal through, there was some houses that were here, and that would been knocked down. And then they built that building there.
Okay. Okay.
As part of the mill.
Yeah. I noticed on the right here there's like quite a heavy flow of water, isn't it? Is that where the mill was, on the right?
Yeah, that is where the mill was. When I first come to know this building, there was actually the original paddle still in there.
Oh, was it?
You know, the big wheel with
Yeah.
the wooden paddles on it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's now become a usable sluice for the walkways. So there's a whole walk
Right.
back on the old mill street.
Yeah.
And then you see that little black post there?
Yep.
There's a channel between the mill stream and the canal to allow it to feed the canal during the summer months.
Oh, it gets a bit drier. Okay. Yeah.
And then you pump the fuel into the day tank where it's gravity fed back to the engine.
Right. So I was more just there. It's incredible, you can turn around even in this bit, which is kind of the narrowest bit. Free lift. Sport Park fitness area. What kind of fitness have they got in the fitness area? Ah, they've got this fitness area. What is that for? I think you do sit-ups on it, don't you? Sit-ups, yeah. I can't be bothered, I'm too fit. Don't want to make everybody jealous and get fitter. This is Spice Ball Park in Banbury. They've got a nice pylon. And that's it for my first solo cruise, Cropredy to Banbury. I made a new mate, braved some bitterly cold nights, and of course the stove decided that was the perfect time to break down. Next time I'll be heading back, and I won't be alone. A few friends will join me for the cruise back up to Fenny Compton, so stick around for that one. If you enjoyed this leg of the journey, give it a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the water.
So it's that time of day on a narrowboat when the sun has gone down and it's time to eat. Drink first. And this is a typical narrowboat dinner. I've got 2 roasted lamb's hearts, some fried mushrooms in the gravy, and an entire packet of Brussels sprouts.